Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War. I'm DisturbingPuppet. So we're starting a campaign today. We're going to play as the Adeptus Sororitas, who I have not played yet in this. So we'll take a look at them, and then we'll jump in. So we're going to have Adeptus Mechanicus faction, Drakari faction, and Chaos Space Marine faction opposing us. These are kind of the last three that I played. So we'll kind of see how the AI does with them. All right, so the Sororitas. To say challenge is easy. We'll see how that is. So Shield of Faith. Units benefit from a variety of damage reductions, including Witchfire. Don't know what that means. For the Adeptus Sororitas, Faith is a shield stronger than any armor, so maybe tied to morale, we take less damage. Requisition, food and ore resources are replaced by a single soil-dependent requisition resource. Okay. Act of Faith. If you have enough morale, infantry units can perform acts of faith to gain temporary enhancements. Through the prayer of each sister, the Emperor's holy will is made manifest. See what cost that is and how effective they are. Holy Trinity of Weapons. Based on the Holy Trinity of Bolter, Flamethrower, and Melta, the sisters are known throughout the Imperium as the Scourge of Traitors, Mutants, and Sorcerers. So we might only have those three weapons available, which gives us a pretty good range of stuff. Sacred Rites. Use influence to temporarily improve your combat abilities of your units and the war effort in your cities. A limited amount of Sacred Rites can be active at a time. Adeptus Sororitas imbued with the Emperor's will see their faith on the battlefield rewarded. Martyr's Spirit. When a unit is killed, nearby units benefit from morale loss reduction. The blood of martyrs killed by an enemy of the Emperor does not distress the Sororitas, but imbues them with an even stronger will. Covenant of Faith. Tiles increase the loyalty output of your cities. Each convent of the Adeptus Sororitas is a blessed sanctuary where everyone's purpose is to serve the Emperor, so maybe loyalty in cities isn't as much of a problem. It's hard to tell. Sororitas holy sites, we've seen these on the map. Among the wrecked ruins of former imperial cities lie sacred artifacts that the sisters take great care in retrieving. Exploring the sites with hospitalers to accelerate your research. So I thought that was like where we could only build cities on those, but maybe it's something just tied to our research. Oath of Faith. Broken morale, so if we actually get all the way down to nothing, which is odd because when units die we get will, or we don't take as much of a loss. So, broken morale units, losing the Shield of Faith, dealing less damage, distraught without their faith, Adeptus Sororitas are reduced to mere lost souls, unable to fight. Religious Enclave. The Adeptus Sororitas have only one main city, with every additional city being limited in size to a one-tile radius. Okay, that's not bad. A lot of times the later cities you build don't really get that big anyway. Unless it's only the one tile, not a one all the way around, like one in the center and one around. The order of the Adeptus Sororitas are based in their preceptory, but smaller detachments can be found, new smaller camaraderies, or commanderies, when the need arise. There is no weakness, there is no doubt, there is only service to the God Emperor in duty and blood. We do our deeds, we endure the galaxy's horrors, then we die fighting for humanity against heretics and mutants and Xenos until the end of days. Canada's Vandire. The youngest of humanity's armies, under 4,000 years old, you, Adeptus Sororitas, are the military arm of the Imperium's straight religion, the Ecclesiarchy. You worship the Emperor enshrined on his golden throne as a god, contrary to his wishes, and in his name you pursue the faithless and the Xenos across the entire galaxy, purging it of the heresy of their being. However, on Gladius Prime, your order was unusual. Here you had a reputation for mercy and kindness, and your non-militant orders were even known to help the miserable populations of the Hive cities. Little that mattered, though, when half the Xenos in the galaxy were unleashed on the world and your canoness vanished. Protecting the remaining humans has become secondary to survival, and now your prayers have turned from simple worship to desperation. Now you pray for a miracle. Okay, I guess we'll just jump in and see how things go.
Life is worthless without faith. Faith in the God Emperor. Faith that he will save mankind. The Adeptus Sororitas are the guardians of that faith. These people were our people. And when the world was lost, when the cities fell, we defended them from the Xenos, the heretics. But soon we stood against the dark, alone. Others would have lost hope, but not the Adeptus Sororitas. And finally, our faith was rewarded with the blessed Celestine at our head. We will save these people for the God Emperor!
What's going on with this? Okay, it's flapping. Okay, that was like hopping up and down, like what in the heck? Okay, so we have Hospitalers, we have a couple other units. So what do we have here? Orefield discovered, Necron Tomb discovered, Wireweeds, nothing too unusual. So I'm assuming the Hospitalers are kind of our repair units and building cities. So this is Endless Crusade. Grants fleet and move through cover. Extra movement. Interesting. We can found our city, of course. Yeah, so we're up in the upper right-hand corner, which is not terrible. We'll take a look looking around. We do have some ore here. So I just got done playing a game of Zephon, which is the new game by these guys. And I will say Zephon's really interesting, but it's very similar to this game, but I feel like it's less visually clear. Like what the stats are and stuff, it's you have to kind of dig things out a little bit. Like it seems like it's a bit more obvious in this game what we've got. Anyway, Battle Sisters, 8 armor, 10 health. The armor's really good. Health is mediocre to start with. They've got bolters, which are pretty standard. Nothing too crazy. Double attack staff range, so we want to be closer to do more damage. Martyr Spirit, so we get 70% less morale loss. And Shield of Faith, 17% invulnerable damage reduction. Okay, so that could depend on like our current morale. And then we've got the Light of the Emperor, increased accuracy. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Take a quick look around since we are up in the corner. But let's come down here and take a look around and see what we have. Not much of anything really. Since we are in the corner, I do kind of want to look around. That's probably... No, we've got all kinds of crap up here. Okay. Crute hounds and all kinds of things. We might as well light them up. Do a little bit of damage. Probably could have used my ability there to get my accuracy first. I think we'll wait and use that next time, see how things go, and bring you up. Yeah, I mean, we could found a city in this area. I think we probably want to do it ASAP. So, let's see. A lot of power here, and some decent, because we don't have food and ore separately. We just have it together. Out here... What's my movement like? Yeah, let's go ahead and just settle. I think it's probably the better option. Let's go ahead and just do that. The Thrice-Born Shrine. Anything interesting here? Holy Site. Where did we find a holy site? Tabernacles of the Adeptus Sororitas are not merely holy sites, they also house relics of ancient sisters, weapons, armor, and valuable tactical advice. In times of dire need, the sisters may take them up again and use them for war. But where did we find it? It's gone now. Oh, it's way down there. Okay. Yeah, I thought we might find one somewhere. I've seen a lot on the maps and stuff I've been playing the last few times. So in our basic thing, we can make a battle chapel, so that's infantry production. We have... I think we have a slot here. Yeah, we've got a slot there. We can grab this tile as well, which we probably want to do. Does this produce anything? Increased population limit and generates requisitions. So, yeah. Okay. So it gives me a little bit. We might as well just get that going. 6 turns to go. For our research, what do we have? Ground vehicles. We have restores morale of units, shield of faith, frag grenade, always quite good to get. Brilling produces heroes and hospitalers as well as generates influence and increases loyalty. And Zephyrim, close combat jump unit, able to deal with armored targets. Maybe they've got Meltas or something. Yeah, the heroes are nice to get out early. but the frag grenades are quite useful earlier too. Let's go with the production of heroes, because the heroes can be really, really good. We should have something right off the bat. We're positive overall at the moment, so our loyalty is good. Nothing too crazy. The early turns will go by pretty quickly. Yeah, so we're in a little bit of a situation over here. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, like I was saying, I played Zephon not too long ago, and the faction that I played had some abilities. Played one of the cyber factions, and it had some abilities where you could pay influence to give some different bonuses to your units, but it was really, really minor bonuses, so I almost never used them. So kind of interesting thing. Maybe we'll have something similar in this. Also connected to this, I don't really know a lot about the more recent Sororitas lore, but I did have... So the very first Sororitas army book that came out was for 2nd edition, and it was not even a full army book. They only had like maybe 4 or 5 different infantry units, maybe 1 or 2 vehicles. It was like a half-size kind of book. So they're kind of interesting faction when they were introduced. Nobody, was like, hey, it's super awesome. Nobody thought they were bad. Nobody thought they were like incredibly overpowered or anything. Just kind of unusual to have humans wearing powered armor, like regular non-powered humans. And the story with the history of sort of the ecclesiarchy going crazy and all that is kind of interesting to add. All right, let's just jump in. See if we're going to get swarmed by Krut hounds here. Chapter 1, the Book of Vandire. Isn't Vandire... I think it was in one of the novels, the Vandires were like governors of somewhere. It might have been Necromunda or somewhere else. I'm trying to remember if they were in the... I think it was either in the books with the... There was a character that was part of the Arbiters. If it was in that storyline, or if it was in like a Caiaphas Cain books, or if it was in one of the Dan Abnett books, something like that. Not sure. And in those days, the warriors of the Adeptus Sororitas did walk upon the face of Gladius Prime. They saw the works of the Emperor, the suppression of heresy, the deep riches of the planet, dedicated to humanity's glory, and saw it was good. First among us was Canoness Vandire, last of a long penitent family. As with all sororitas, she was orphaned and raised in the Scala Progenium and excelled in the trials of the convent Prioris. She knew her role to ensure the spiritual purity of humanity, and if she suffered the sin of pride at how well she did that, she expiated fully for it every day. Vandire and we, her sisters, walked among the people of Gladius. We did not suffer the heretic to live, but this world was unusually peaceful and spiritual, raising shrines and prayers to the God Emperor daily. Yet, a mere year after our arrival, this shining example of humanity was crushed by cursed Xenos in the ruins of our world. Only a handful of us clung to our faith and slowly regathered our strength, though of Canoness Vandire there is no sign. Produce some units, control some outposts, get some influence. Alright. We not control this yet, even though it's attached to my city? I feel like we should. Do we park on it? Does that change anything? No. Okay. Yeah, it's... okay. Did it change there? I thought it was 0. Maybe it was already 1. I could be crazy. Well, we do more damage close up, but you are in some cover now, which is unfortunate. I'm going to give myself Light of the Emperor, because it seems like there's no cost. Increased accuracy. It's got a long cooldown. Kill a bucket load of them. Why they ran into the wireweed if the wireweed's going to eat them. A lot of wireweed over here, actually. Could be a bit of a problem. Oh, wireweed might kill them off. Alright, if you just grab this. Found a blind grenade, nothing too exciting. Send some more fire their way. Maybe the wireweed will finish them off. We're kind of right up here in the corner. So we need hospitalers, it said, to do something to the holy sites. So have to research them eventually, I'm sure. Let's kind of hide out in the woods here and see. Do we spot anything? Nope. Okay. Yep, they're dead. Did get some XP there. Nope. Walked right into that. Got a crapload of the Vespids here. Alright. Yeah, grenades might be a good thing to have early on here. Not doing a lot of damage. We'll just shoot from here. Soften them up a bit. What's the range on my guns here? So there's Twin Link bolt guns, range 2, Twin Link multi-meltas, range 2, and Twin Link heavy flamers, range 1. So we're kind of short range for our city defenses. Okay. Okay, I don't appreciate the Vespid trashing me here. Despite my armor, taking a lot of damage. Yeah, I think you need to bail on this whole situation. Too far away for that. We'll hunker down here. We can kill another one. So they might back off now. I can't make it into the city. We'll just try to head back to the city. They come closer, we'll light them up. Or they'll just go after you guys. At least we got some protection there. We're in some cover. Yeah, see, those backed off. So we have Legatine's Priory. So it produces heroes and hospitalers, as well as generates influence and increases loyalty. The highest ranking sister of an order are a mix of warriors, healers, and spiritual leaders, but not all of them have formal positions, despite the fervor and veneration they inspire in their peers. This priory serves a gathering point for these legatines when away from their orders, with all the comforts of home, shrines, chapels, cells, and places of ritual scourging. Okay. So we'll have our battle chapel here soon. When it comes to research, I feel like frag grenades actually are going to be really useful. But I would like the Zephyrin too, potentially. Early on, the frag grenades are probably going to be quite useful, so let's work on that. You're kind of trashed, so I'm just going to have you hang out inside to recover. While you stay kind of hunkered down and just do what damage you can. Hope that we can produce some units to kind of help out. I really don't want to lose the research here. I'm hoping that my armor can see me through. We don't have a ton of health, though. Down to 4. If we're taking like 1... Okay, we need to grab a tile. Let's just grab this. And then how much is it going to cost me here? 40 and 2 upkeep. That's fine. Let's work on some more Battle Sisters. Battle Sisters inside. We'll recover, but pretty slowly. Up here, we're down to 4 health. I can't kill another one, but I can do some damage. Let's hold for now. We're not killing any of them, but we did do some damage. I'm hoping I can hold it. As long as nothing else shows up to attack me. Kill one more. Maybe they'll back off now. I'm not sure. We're up to half health here. I think I might want to just pop you out to head up to help out if we need to. Nope, they're going to stay and fight. So good thing we popped them out so we can see them off. Stupid Vespid. Where are we at? 2 health. Okay, I think we can probably hold. There's only one of them left. We'll see how it goes. In the city, we want to build the Legatine Priory, I think, right off the bat. We could get another Battle Chapel, produce some infantry units faster, but let's work on getting some heroes and stuff, because this will also give me some resources. So it produces some production, influence, and loyalty. So that's all nice. Nope, you're just gonna stick at it, trying to kill us. Yeah, my morale's been holding here without too much trouble. A little bit of XP. You... Let's try to heal in position here. Hopefully nothing else is going to show up. We do have the wireweed kind of giving us a little bit of protection. Frag grenades, alright, just in time. So, lots of different units can get it. Lethal storm or shrapnel from these grenades drives opponents further under the cover for a few precious moments, allowing attackers more time to close in and hopefully get the final blow against a disoriented foe. Okay. Grenade range, though. We've got this in the way. I really don't want to go park on the wireweed, but I might have to get frag grenades off. We'll see how it goes. Research. So next up, population limit. I should probably look at that at the moment. It's probably 6. Support hero. Bolsters. Doesn't say heals. It's a right that increases production output. It's a crack grenade. Sister superior. Increases morale of infantry and warsuits. Sister Repentia is fragile but powerful, frenzied melee infantry. Nothing's really vehicle focused here. I wonder if my early vehicles are like just transports, probably. I kind of like the idea of getting these guys out soon, because there are some pretty heavily armored things to start off with that could be on the map, like the robots. So let's work on the Zephyrim. So if you just stand here, how much damage can we do? Yeah, toss a grenade at him. And if I just shoot... Yeah, I think we can kill enough that I don't think they're going to take me out. So we'll just stand here and shoot. Because the wireweed should do some damage. I'm just not sure if the wireweed's going to damage them before they attack me or not. Oh, before. Excellent. Do we get any XP for that? Yes, we got some. I don't know if it was a ton, but we got some. Alright. You go back to just healing up. Then... Well, I'd like to get you back to full strength too, honestly. I'm worried they're going to get attacked again, is the thing, so let me stay here for the time being. And so we've got nothing better to do, we'll just blast away at this before the Dark Eldar start using it for horrible stuff. Okay, we got some new Battle Sisters. So we need to get one more outpost and one more unit built. This way, the wireweed I'm not really happy about. So I think we'll check this direction, because we've got a bit of a wireweed barrier here. But we kind of want to heal units up here first. In the city, give me another unit of Battle Sisters. That's about it. I do think the white actually looks good. The capes being white kind of matches the white and black, white-black, or white and black and red kind of coloring. Let's check this out. Oh, there's the other Vespid. Looks like we're on kind of a weird isthmus, archipelago, something, depending. keep attacking this. Zephyrim, close combat jump unit, able to deal with armored targets. So only those who experience a direct and persistent connection with the Emperor become Zephyrim. They are divine destroyers, figures of fathomless passion and integrity. On the battlefield, they strike down their foes with ruthless precision, while their angelic singing drowns out the screams of the dying. So they just have bolt pistols, which are not great, and power swords. Okay, so that gives them the ability, so they're melee focused. Cool. We probably want to get some of them. I'm assuming same building that builds the Battle Sisters. Let's move in and grenade them. Okay, there's another thing up there we can grab. Enjoy your frag grenade. Oh, we've actually got the Priory done, so we can start working on a Canoness, which seeking powerful hero that leads infantry into battle. Upkeep, yeah, we can afford the upkeep and everything, that's good. We'll start working on you. So what else do we want? At the moment, research would be nice. We are going to need additional population, so we're at 4 out of 7. Power is just barely kind of holding on, so we could just grab some power here since we've got a bit of a bonus. Although I think we've got, we do have 20% other places. We could grab another tile just for power. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Let's grab that, and then we can just put power there for a 20% bonus. As far as research goes, melee infantry. Sister Superior might be a hero. I'm not 100% sure. Crack grenades always generally helpful. Increase production output of battle chapels and priories. That's a right, though. We probably have to pay influence for that. Support hero. Increase population limit. Let's go ahead and get the cells just in case we run into that population limit faster than I expect. Okay, best splitter taken off. Take this out, get a bit of XP. Bit more health as well, which is nice. Leveled up. Alright. Let's creep up into the forest. Okay. Alright, we got our tile. So here, I'm just going to go ahead and do this first. Let's go ahead and get power going, I think. Start working on some power up there. And we've got a couple turns. We'll be in good shape. Alright, are you at full strength? You are. Okay. Let's move. You shift in, and then you start healing up. And let's go ahead and steal this. Fire some rounds as they back away. Yeah, not a lot up here, it looks like. We might end up having to cross this mess to get to where we need to go, especially since we've got a ruin, or a holy site there. Umbra. Crap. Umbra are a big problem. They're also flyers, so I don't think we can actually attack them in close combat. And they do just a crap ton of damage. Cannot be hit by ground melee weapons, or hard to hit by ground weapons without Skyfire. Yeah, they really are difficult to deal with early on for most factions. Let's try to heal up. And then we'll bring you up for support in case they do move in. I don't remember if they can attack at range of 2. They probably can. No, range 1. So they would have to move in. We get some Overwatch shots off. I'm hoping they don't come my way, but they probably will. Oh, he looked backed off. Look at that. Alright. Nice. Alright. Book of Vandire done, so we get some influence. It had been the foul greenskins that had devastated this world in their repugnant lust for battle. As they seemed certain to overwhelm our lines, Vandire emerged once again as from seclusion to lead our holy work. Survive the invasion. Research the priory, construct a priory, produce a canoness. I think I'm already working on that, and we'll get bracers. I think it's a canoness that I'm building. There's orcs right there. Is that a canoness? Yes, that's a canoness. A couple turns away. Let's get some Zephyrim being produced. So we've got orcs there. So you're healing up. My grenades are on cooldown, unfortunately. Grab the woods. It's odd that I'm only seeing the one. There's got to be more, but maybe they're off over here or something. You know what? Let's go ahead and have some increased accuracy. Only got one. So the question is, do I want to keep a distance, or do we want to just move right in for extra damage? Unfortunately, they're on Orc Fungus, so they're going to heal. What's your range? Your basic boys, Slugga's on their range 1. Yeah, let's stay out of range. There could be some hiding in the forest here. Yeah, just immediately spawning another dude. Oh, the Umbra came back. Yeah, we're just not going to do much damage to the Umbra. Okay, we got our power up and going. Push in. Frag grenade probably kills him. Yeah, just frag him. So that was not it. There's more creeping around somewhere. I'm going to cautiously move up, checking the forest here. I don't see anything. And then we were at full strength. I mean, we can shoot. I'm kind of worried about that. Let's look in the woods and try to just hide from the Umbra. Okay. Alright. So now we're looking pretty good on power. We've got a decent amount of everything else coming in except for research. So research would be ideal. Slowly building up our population. We could just get some more requisition coming in. Is that what it's called? Yeah, requisition. So we could just do that, since we're going to be building a lot of stuff. And we do get a bonus here, so let's go ahead and do that. Where are the rest of the orcs? Oh, right there. Came at me across the wireweed. They barely survived, and then the city just lit them up. So yeah, they must have spawned down over there. Cells Urbis. Building increases population limit. Are the cells of the Adeptus Sororitas superior to the common population housing of the Imperium? The cells are clean, regular, safe, and uniform. Yes, eliminating envy, status, and other sins. Yet Hive citizens might also consider them tedious, cold, and punishing compared to the exciting, if short, life they experience in Undercity's ergonomic planets and hab blocks all over the galaxy. Alright, so we have our hero. The Canoness. Looking the wrong way, of course. What do we have for abilities? Extra accuracy. So this is self and 2 tile radius, +3 in morale, target unit, and we have -1 morale. This unit and adjacent allied Adeptus Sororitas units cause attacked enemies, or attacked units to lose morale. That could be pretty useful, actually. Our ultimate ability we can't get quite yet is a range damage reduction. Ignores range damage reduction, increased damage taken by target enemy unit. Okay. So any damage reduction they have is reduced, and then they take increased damage. All right. Interesting. I think we'll take the reduction in morale on the enemy. Maybe. And then this is extra melee accuracy. Is that just you? Radius 1 tile. Adjacent allied units. Okay. Yeah, interesting that we didn't see anything else. There's probably some other orcs out here. They just have to cross all this wireweed to come at me. So, unfortunate for them. We'll give you a blind grenade because I have one. So why not? Have you come down here. There's some orcs. In the wireweed. Oh, some suddenly appeared there too. That's odd. Okay. Alright. Frag him. Then we'll come back, kill them off at range, because they probably start on Overwatch, although they just like suddenly spawned in. A lot of free XP here. I'm going to move you in together. The Umbra can't take this away from me, so I'm not too concerned about it, but we can't really explore in this direction. Research-wise, we need something to deal with the Umbra. I don't think we'll really have much. Crack grenades, maybe. Vehicle, maybe. Let's work on a hangar. It's probably just transports, though, I would guess. Yeah, they're dying in droves to the wireweed. Oh, coming right on in. Did a tiny bit of damage. Something else happened. There was a gunshot sound or something. I don't know what it was. Yeah, it must have been these guys. Fine, we'll come on out. What do we have here? Condemner Bolt Gun Silver Stake. Consumes action and movement. Psi Shock. Stuns Psychers. Condemner Bolt Gun is a highly specialized combi weapon used almost exclusively by the operatives of the Order Hereticus and Adeptus Sororitas, combining a bolt gun with a single-shot crossbow armature. These archaic-seeming weapons fire a silver stake engraved with sigils of disruption that destabilize the Psyker's connection with the warp. Cooldowns 3 turns. I probably want to save it for Psychers and stuff. For you, my attack won't quite kill you, but we've got frag grenades, and that will. So enjoy a frag grenade. Okay, that was it for the orcs. We'll get the armor applause, we'll put that on her. Then Vandire, our canoness, stood before her sisters and were rejoiced, and she said, As the God Emperor liveth, we have done well this day. Even so we will do more, for there is much more to be done. And she called the faithful together and planned our campaign. So yes, have some extra armor. I don't have anywhere nearby to buy stuff. We need a Jukero trade post, which we haven't found. So we do have a bit of a problem with the Umbra here. So I'm not super happy about. If we could lure it near the city, we could do a bit more damage, but we'll just try to hit and do what we can. Well, you're still at 5. We could still do a little bit of damage, so We'll do what we can. 2.6. 2.9 with the extra accuracy. It's not a lot. And we're at point blank range here, so tell you what, we'll shift over, shoot from range, let somebody else get in up close. You can head in. Use my ability again. It's enough damage, it's probably just going to leave now. Hopefully. I'd like to kill these things, though. I don't like them getting away. Nope, staying and fighting. Alright. Well, I'm going to kill you then. Took a decent chunk of morale damage there, though. Kill it. Okay, everybody's a bit happier now. You head up here and recover. Everybody's pretty trashed, honestly. Just hide in the woods. Don't see anything here. We might need to see what we can do to build hospitalers, and then we could use them to clear something in the tech tree. We've got to get for that, though. Let's head out this way for now. Let's just heal in place. It's not very efficient, but we can go ahead and do at least a little something. Okay, so we should have a bunch more coming in, since we built that. We'll have the hangar research done. We can throw the hangar here, because it does give me some additional requisition coming in. Five out of 7. Let's go ahead and get the population limit up before we reach the cap. Even with this, only 9 armor, 6 health, pretty weak. Definitely want to increase your health if we can. Let's go exploring. Seems like there's not a lot here. We'll just keep heading west. Have you head back to the city to recover. Threefold Betrayal. Heresy is the most familiar road to sin, but lack of faith in the Emperor's instruments is a starting step on that path. Our order was betrayed threefold by our fellow men, each betrayal greater than the last. First, the Astra Militarum, weak of body and mind, but strong in material. Their forces needed no more than simple demonstrations of our faith, once their independent spirit had been sufficiently crushed, of course. Van Dyer directed this lesser purgation. Defeat the enemy camp, reward is ratlings. What? We can get ratlings? Is that in our tech tree? Are there ratlings in our tech tree? I guess it's just a free unit. I don't remember ratlings being even in the Imperial Guard, but it's been a long time since I played them. Okay, so the camp is actually over here somewhere. So we'll probably have to go all the way around. This might connect, but with all the wireweed, it's going to be a pain, so we'll see about it. Just go here. Heal up. actually healing pretty quickly here, it seems like. Let's just move up a little bit. Yeah, good idea. Whole lot of Psych Noon over there. I'm actually not going to shoot at this because they might come at me. So we'll hold our fire and wait. Yep, here they come. Hopefully the Psych Noon or Psych 9 or whatever don't also rush us. Anointed Hangar, building that produces ground vehicles as well as generates requisitions and research. The vehicles of the Adeptus Sororitas are ancient, relic battle tanks of long ago crusades. In this hangar, exorcists, castigators, and immolators have their machine spirits revived by the Ministorum technicians, are sprinkled with sacred oils and sacred incantations, handed down for thousands of years. To the Tau and Votan, this would be rank superstition, yet the machines work with a deadly efficiency. So I definitely want to get that going once we're done with our current project. What do we want? We do need to do some stuff here to kind of move on. There's nothing here really that great. The support hero, maybe. Crack grenades, maybe. I don't know if this is a hero unit or not. I don't think it's a hero. I think it's just a basic unit. So we'll take the Sister Superior. It might be just an improved version of the basic Battle Sisters. Something like that. Alright. We got my new unit over here. Zephyrim. Very cool looking, actually. So they can jump. They've got Divine Guidance, extra armor penetration, and 10% damage. That's cool. And of course the jump lets them move a little bit further. We could jump over this, but you're kind of limited, so just move you out. And actually, while we're here, I want to make my rally point like there, something like that. Bolt guns, you've got a power sword as well, so yeah, let's just move up and chop them up. Actually, less damage than I was expecting. Gun them down. Absolution is thine. Okay, do we want more regular Battle Sisters? We might as well. We've got the food for it. Is that the only upkeep? Is just food? Yeah, we might as well. We need a bit more for the Zephyrim, so we might actually want to go more requisition even, because they're pretty pricey, honestly. 40, 60. Okay, are you at full strength? No. At full strength? No. You're obviously not at full strength. So if we jump, get a little further, I'm just going to do that just to get closer to the front lines here. A little quicker. Nope, it's not what we want to do. This is going to require 50. I don't know if we're going to have that by the time we're done here. 3 more turns. Yeah, well, 3 more turns, 45. I think we'll be okay. As long as I don't make anything else. guess we'll shoot at that, because I've got nothing else to do. I think I'm actually going to go for the bug wasp things there. They're a bit more of a concern for me. Jeez. Okay. Tons of stuff over here. And lots of wasps as well. Wonderful. Okay. Because they're flyers, I don't think we can actually hit them with our big ground attacks. If I do this to you, though, yeah, it doesn't really do much. 0.6, it's 0.8 if I do a normal attack. That's pathetic. I thought... Stun Psychers, do you guys technically count as being Psychers? No. Okay. Yeah, I think we want to get out of here. This is not a good spot to be. Keep hitting the same target. Maybe we can have one of them back off. If I attack, am I going to kill anybody? No. That's disappointing. Could blind them. Tell you what, we'll come here. Gonna blind you. Do a little bit more damage there. You're not going to be able to do much either because you just have bolt pistols and close combat weapons. So again, against these enemies, our close combat weapons aren't very useful. Some flamers might be nice. You could do something. And you're good to go. So come on down. To retreat back and hope this unit doesn't get wiped. The blind, they shouldn't do much damage there. Yeah, just 0.8. They're still blinded, so maybe we can take advantage. Seven, can we frag him? Yeah, frag him. Wish I could attack and move. I don't think increasing my accuracy is going to make a difference here. Yeah, it's a little bit more damage, but it's still only killing one of them. Most likely they're just going to run away. My range on this has only got to be 1, yeah. Oh, we can kill you. Excellent. Got a level. Get morale back. Accuracy. I'll take the accuracy, I guess. Kind of late now. Got our fresh squad. Send you out. Alright, backing off. You head back to heal up. Can jump. This is kind of blocking my way. Let's head on in. I'm concerned, but looks like the woods are clear. Good. Okay. Do I want to use this? Sure, why not? Cool animation there. The models do look really nice in this. Almost got that destroyed. Take it out. A little bit more XP. Got a couple level ups. Alright, in the city, this produces some... Yeah, it gives me a little bit of requisition and research, so let's go ahead and slap that down here. We get the requisition bonus. Not that it's going to matter that much, honestly. But every little bit counts. Yeah, we're in kind of a weird position here. The wireweed causing trouble. Like I said, we can jump over it with some units, but not a great spot. Got more Battle Sisters coming. Recruit hounds are back. Got the Marines down here somewhere. Surprised they're not... I guess they'd count as neutral, so they're not going to fight each other, which is too bad. Let's grab that. What did we pick up? Combat Stimulant? Extra damage? I mean, I guess we can take it. It's not that fantastic. We can get you in the woods. Nope, we found the Adeptus Mechanicus. Heretics! Not that they fall into the Dark Mechanicum, but their very membership of the Imperium is a convenient fiction. They're Omnissiah, the God Emperor. Their loyalty lies only to Mars and to the rediscovery of the ancient wisdom they once knew. Faith they may have, but utterly misplaced. Oh, they're like right here. They just built a city super close. Got an old one artifact here. This one is increased damage. There's enslavers here. There's all kinds of crap. Wonderful. Well, moving in. Let's go with this is free, right? Yeah, extra accuracy there. Not that it's going to matter too much. Honestly, most concerned about the stupid enslavers. Do they count as psychers? Doesn't seem like it. So I don't think my action would actually stun them. My special attack here. Gonna kill any. Let's go with more melee accuracy as well. Take these guys. Too bad we don't have one more unit in range. Let's just wipe these guys out. I could have mauled them, and then they would have just run away. Which might have been better to just weaken two of them. Okay, they're focused on the enslavers. Excellent. I don't really have the weapons I need to deal with the city. Ow. Sister Superior increases morale of infantry and Paragon warsuits. It is the Sister Superiors, or Sister Superior, who form the true linchpins of every squad of Battle Sisters. Speaking with authority derived from years of combat experience and supreme faith in the God Emperor, these remarkable officers ensure that every sister under their command fights to the full extent of her abilities and endurance, thereby maximizing the strategic impact of the squad as a whole. So we built that. Or we researched that, right. Okay, we can move on. We need something a little better. Armor penetration and melee weapons. Short-range anti-infantry unit with flamethrowers. Loyalty, I think we're fine still. Hospitalers. We probably want that eventually. Mortifier. Heavily armed walker. It goes berserk and relentlessly rampages across the battlefield. I don't know that we need anti-infantry. Like, the bolter's already anti-infantry. Let's take the Blessed Blades first, because that'll affect a couple units I already have. And we're working on getting our vehicle production up. And we kind of need more requisition, so we'll see how that goes. Kind of a mess. I think we probably want to kill the enslavers if we can. Let's see. Yeah, take out one of them. Back you off. Oh, goody. There's also neutral Imperial Guard guys over there. Wonderful. Just what I always wanted. Alright, you come out, kill the enslavers. Can almost kill them. Frag them, finish them off. Are not in a great spot. Might die, so we might as well use whatever we can with you. Yeah, this is really cutting me off here. Trying to get down to the mission. We might want to just go for the city here, but I don't know that I've got the power to do it. Nope, leveled up. Let's go for more morale loss when I attack stuff. Okay, didn't kill me. Hopefully that's it. That attacks that unit. Good, 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 good. Alright, can you get out of there? Yes, you can. Alright. Head into there. Start to recover. Really don't like that. Really don't like the city. The city's going to do a ton of damage to me, though. I don't have anybody, like, super strong. Can't afford to build anybody, so yeah. I feel like attacking a city is just going to grind me down. Can make a move on you, because we could jump into here and we can shoot across. We might be able to get multiple units across here, I'm not sure. Let's go for it. Oh, we walk into all kinds of crap down here. I thought it was Marines down here, but maybe it's, destroy the enemy camp. Oh, Astra Militarum. Okay, yeah, so it is... I thought, for some reason, I was thinking it was Space Marines. You guys are pretty nasty. We might actually want to deal with you. Grenades? Yeah. There's also Neophyte Hybrids down here, the Psychnoon that we hit earlier. Okay, we can actually creep into here. Gun them down. Just kind of looking to see if there's another Sororitas site here, but I don't see anything. Just the Necron tomb. Well, I guess we can just shoot you across the way here. Tiny bit of damage. And I'll shoot, even though it's not going to do much. Oh, missiles incoming. A lot more stuff here than I expected. Hydra. Hydra's a problem. Well, yeah, not ideal. We get around, hit you guys. She took a little bit of damage. Let's go ahead and trigger the increased accuracy. Come on back. Of course we're getting shot at. At least we're in cover. I've got pretty good armor, so I'm hoping that's going to save us. Hit the missile team here. Only 4.9. I might even use my combat stimulant here. Yeah, I mean, why not? Honestly. Do a little bit of damage. Can't kill you. If you shoot... Like, if we hit with both, we can take out one of them, I think. If I move up... Yeah, I can't really see anything else. So, just shoot. So now if we attack, we can drop one of them. That's one less gun shooting at me. So I'll do that. Which will probably cause him to back off. We also just trashed his morale. Grok's passed through here, very nice. No, these aren't guard either, they're neophyte hybrids. They're all neophyte hybrids. Mixed in with the Imperial Guard here. You back to full? You are. Move. Alright, back at the city. I kind of need the extra requisition. Is there anything? That's energy. Energy. Okay, we've got another spot here. Let's grab that tile after, probably. Yeah, just get me more sisters. And then I don't see... We finished the research for the Sister. The Sister Superior. Did that just improve my Battle Sisters or something? Sister Superior. Increase morale of infantry. Yeah, just morale bonus, so it's all it did. Nothing too massive. For some reason I'm thinking it was a character. It's just a bonus to the regular Battle Sisters. Alright. A bit of a mess over here. Would have sworn I would hit end turn, but alright. Really want my Seraphim there to die. Not taking much damage though, which is nice. So some of that, I think. So we've got 33% because we're in cover. Divine Deliverance, -2 morale. Oh, that's we do 2 morale damage. We've got more morale. We've got some damage reduction. And morale loss is reduced as well. How much damage can we do? 5. That's only going to be 5. It's not going to be enough. Okay, if you move in, can we actually see anything? Just you. Just throw massive bolter fire here at you, trying to finish you off. Not enough for a kill, though. Very disappointing. I can't hit anything else, so go there. Keep trashing their morale, though. Get this. I want this Hydra out of here. So we've got his morale super low. Like, his is gone. His is super low. We could almost kill you, actually, with just my regular troops. But let's go for the missile team. Pretty resilient, but we're getting worn down here in this fight, even though we're in cover. The less morale the enemies have, the less accurate they're going to be, so they're not going to do quite as much damage. Okay, so we got the hangar, population went up. Okay, you can wipe him. No more missiles for you. Gets us more morale bonus. Got a whole bunch of bolters we can shoot at you. Okay, we still have 2 of you alive. We could just jump away. You're recovering awfully slowly. I think we can survive another hit unless he moves up and grenades me. Like, if these guys have grenades, I could be in trouble. Let's stick here, do the hit, try to just rely on our cover and ability to keep us from taking too much damage. can't quite kill you. It's very close. I was hoping with the other units dying, the morale breaking, he'd take more damage, and it would be enough to finish him off, but not enough. Okay, in our city, we have that built. I think we just want to grab the tile to get a bunch more of our requisition points coming in. So our vehicle structure, we can produce an immolator, anti-infantry transport unit fitted with twin-linked heavy flamers. Sounds decent. Not really great for flyers or anything else, but not bad, not bad. So we saw some Adeptus Mechanicus guys creeping around over there. But there's wireweed here too. So it's kind of funneled in this way is the only real main way or way around. I'm kind of focused on my mission here though. Don't you wipe out that unit. I think we'll be okay. Unless more stuff shows up. Okay, we might be alright here. So if you... I mean, I probably don't even need to do that. Let's give everybody some accuracy bonuses. You don't have grenades. You do. Alright, I'll let you get revenge and kill them off. Okay, guess that was it. So those other aren't actually part of it. Defeat the enemy camp, reward ratlings. With the remains of the guard brought back to the fold, a harder task ahead. The Adeptus Mechanicus identification of their omnicide with the God Emperor has been called a convenient fiction. Here it was one that they dispensed with in extremis. Vandire took no pleasure in the waste of the key resources they possessed, but could not ignore the insult to the God Emperor they posed. It's another invasion, and this time it's going to be Adeptus Mechanicus, but we already have Adeptus Mechanicus here somewhere. Are they somewhere? Yeah, they popped up right there. Not in a great spot for me. We have some ratlings, little sniper guys. So they've got scout rifles, ranges 3, which is pretty decent. You're just gonna stay put because we've got cavalry guys running around, so you just stay there. We could dispatch some units back to try to deal with that. I do want to protect you though, and we've got this stuff going on. So, somebody with grenades can't reach. I do have grenades. So tell you what. Oh crap, there's all kinds of them. It's way more than I expected. All neophyte hybrids all over the place. Okay, well, that's not very nice. Let's frag somebody. Bring you up. Can almost kill him. Skip in case they move in on me. You can also move in. But you start heading back that way. In the city, we actually can work on an immolator. I mean, why not? Yeah, let's work on an immolator. Okay, they walked right into me. Did a lot of damage to me, actually. A lot more than I expected. Anything else creeping around? I don't see anything. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to see what we can do up there. Looks like did they lose control of this, or I just can't tell because I lost vision. Let's see. I don't know where the weak unit went. Grab this. Let's push through. Man, there's tons of them over here. Crazy. This area's infested. I have a grenade. There you are. Let's go for the kill on this guy. Did that affect their morale? Not really. It did give me XP, though. I think we're going to have to bring you in for an assist. I don't have frag grenades, though. Damage estimate's not bad. If we frag, is it better? 2.6, frag, 2.2. So actually, we're better shooting. So we'll just light them up. We can kill at least one of them between the two of us. Should mean your combat effectiveness is way down. I don't see any others. Until I know it's clear, I really don't want the ratlings to go wandering off because they're just going to get ambushed and killed. I guess we could try to go hide in the forest and see. Since we're kind of hidden, so we'll just leave them there. Nope, gotta level up. Let's take accuracy. And we still have you. I'd like you to get healed up. Can we make it? We can. Jump into there. Not that that's particularly safe, because they could come charging out and try to heal up. Our city. I can't do anything. I don't even have the requisition to build more requisition input, which is what we want here, I think. We've got the 20%, at least one more, maybe two more, actually, the way things are going. So I can't do anything else. We took some damage over time there. Or is that just being next to them we take damage? Like the radium weapons and stuff? Okay, they went for the stronger squad, which is good. They wouldn't wipe out both of them, or one of them. Blessed Blades increase armor penetration of melee weapons. Weapons of the Adeptus Sororitas differ little from those requisitioned by the Astra Militarum, save in two regards: the quality of their maintenance and the sacred benisons, I don't know what that word is, and supplications made over them. This latter only can explain the miracles that occur in combat, where these blessed blades find the smallest weakness time and time again. Belief makes reality in this universe. Okay, so we've got a squad that went off here that's really weak, and these guys went off that way. I'm kind of fine with them going that way because the Adeptus Mechanicus are that way, and maybe you'll provide some kind of distraction. So we'll just focus here. But I think that's what we're going to call it. A pretty good start here, although we're still mainly just dealing with this whole issue. And then, okay, so some more did spawn. That is a problem because I don't really have much I can use to deal with it. I've got a bunch of weak units here. We can kill you, but then they're going to come out and wipe out one of my squads, which is unfortunate. Yeah, not a great spot to be in, unfortunately, because we're all pushed out here, and then they're spawning to my rear. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. We'll come back next time and continue from here. So this has been Adeptus or not Adeptus Mechanicus, Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, playing as the Adeptus Sororitas. Hopefully I will see you in the next one. Until then, have a good one.